I always equated this to learning uchimata, or if you're a seoinage guy, really good seoinage, it's a precise technique. There are a lot of moving parts in it, and it does take a bit of time to learn. But once you learn it, it is absolutely worth knowing because you will use it with a high rate of success. It's semi-full speed. He opens them up, anchors, post, head roll. Juji Gatame. Derek's got Mike. Mike is down. Now we want to open him up. Now this is a skill in and of itself. One hand here at the collar, and the other hand at the belt. Now just jerk him quickly toward his head. That opens him up. Okay, simple move, works for everybody. Even if you're expecting it, works pretty good. A lot of these guys are really good at balling up tight in the turtle. This can open him up. All we need is some space, and that's what he's going for here. Okay. Now the next point. The foot that's closest to his feet, okay, he's going to step over Mike's hip, and now as he does that, he posts. It's okay to put your hand down, but then put your head on. Don't just dive with your head because that hurts, okay? All right, so he posts on top of his head. Don't go on one shoulder or the other. If you go on one shoulder or the other, you're committed to that side, and you can't go anywhere else. So, plus he's got a field of vision. Now, what his other leg is doing, with his leg that drove through here, everybody come around here and sit to look at this. This is what we call a hip anchor. He anchors his foot onto his partner or his opponent's hip. So you can see this anchor here. This is an important aspect of it. High up toward the hip or upper leg. He's locking Mike in place, and he's also locking himself in place. And notice the fact here that it's kind of an L shape now. Okay, that's what we want, okay? Now, as Derek does this, come back over here, everybody. He's posting on his head. By doing that, he's posting. He's got balance now. He has stability. With the hand that's closest to Mike's head, he traps, before you do that, he sucks that arm in. See how he's trapped the arm? Now, this leg here, this knee, is going to go over the back of Mike's head. See the shin in the back of the head? All right. Now, as he rolls, you can either leg drag him or not, but we're just going to roll him to start with the basic application. Rolls him right over. Watch semi-full speed. He opens them up, anchors, post, head roll. Juji Gatame. Okay. All right. Now to add to that, to make sure his leg comes over too, his lower extremity is also controlled in the rolling movement. We're going to do what we call a leg drag. Now there are a lot of different ways to do it. Just always remember, don't grab inside the pant cuff. Okay, because all this hard work, it'll be a mate, and you just committed a rule violation. Okay.
So I do mine a little bit differently. Normally, it's easiest to grab just the closest one. That way you've got them connected. This way, I grab both of them. So you can aim for both of them. If you can't get both of them, grab just the nearest one. Okay.
So take a look. So he comes in, steps over. Now watch what he does with the hand close to the leg. He grabs, drags it right over. Semi-fast. Open them up. Okay. Step over, anchor. One last thing. A lot of people make a mistake here. You want to put the shin on the back of his head because that tucks his head in. And thus, the reason we call it head roll Juji Gatame, you're rolling him in the direction of his head. That's why it's called what it is.
It would be basically like you shoved Mike's head down and around, and eventually
You made him round.
He wants to flip over for you.
And that's what we're going for here. Again, now this time, watch the shin on the back of the head. I always equated this to learning uchimata, or if you're a seoinage guy, really good seoinage, it's a precise technique. There are a lot of moving parts in it, and it does take a bit of time to learn. But once you learn it, it is absolutely worth knowing because you will use it with a high rate of success. It's a